If you're running ads right now and you feel like you're flying blind, you're not alone, right? So Meta wants you to think you're in control. I'll tell you something, you're not. The big ROAS equals profit is a lie. Behind the scenes, the system works very differently, and if you don't know how to play the game, you're gonna lose money. So in this video, I'm breaking down what Meta doesn't tell you about how its ads really work. I'll tell you how to structure your account and create a flow for actual profit, and how top brands are growing in 2025 without guessing. Right, so let's get into it. So let's start with this. You're not in control, right? So Meta looks like it's giving you control. You're in there, audience selection, budget input, ROAS numbers. But the moment you use Advantage Plus, broad targeting, or CBO, you've handed the wheel to Meta, right? That's not always a bad thing. But here's the issue. Meta doesn't know when you want to test something. We've seen it over and over again, right? So you launch 6 new creatives. Meta burns 80% of your budget on 1 or 2 inside the first 48 hours. And sometimes the best performing ad never even gets a chance. So it's not even testing. It's really kind of just guessing it. So Meta won't tell you is that its optimization engine is designed for user experience, not brand testing structure. So if you don't control your inputs, you don't control your results. So be very careful about just giving Meta everything and letting it run. You want to still maintain control, or at least understand what's happening when you're building out your campaigns. It's your business after all. So obviously Meta brought out Andromeda, which is a new AI backend system. I made a video about it if you want to check it out. But yeah, it personalizes everything down to the user level, who sees the ad, which variation, which order. And the only thing it cares about is making the experience enjoyable for that user. It doesn't care about your brand goals, it doesn't care about your split test or your quarterly sales target. At least I believe that. It's constantly asking, did the user pause, did they engage, did they click, and did they convert? And you are no longer buying the traffic, you're just buying the attention, in my opinion, right? So the attention is earned, it's not targeted, and what you want to do is you want to take that into consideration when you're building out your campaigns, and understand that that's how Meta is actually putting together its hypothesis as to who is going to see your ads. I'm sure we've heard this now, but yeah, creative is media buying now. The biggest shift, you're not competing with other brands in your niche. You're competing with every ad for every product out there, because they want the users to enjoy their time. Meta's feed is one long dopamine loop. It's a slot machine, and if your ad doesn't feel native, it actually does get skipped, right? So that's why we tell clients you need a creative pipeline, not just one good ad, not 2. You need weekly UGC, weekly statics, founder-led, motion graphics, native style ads, offer-driven creatives that perform, and format native, right? So Meta needs volume and variation to do its job correctly. Otherwise, you're just hoping it spends on the right thing. So let's make sure that we're taking that into consideration. Big creative pipeline. Now, my favourite conversation, let's kill the sacred cow. ROAS, it's the number that everyone chases and the number that ruins businesses. A 4x ROAS in our marketing might look amazing until you realise that you've got 0 new customers at the top of the funnel. You could have got those people in with your email campaign, or they probably would have came back anyway. ROAS tells you how Meta thinks it performed. It does not tell you if you made money. Real brands track MER, contribution margin, new customer CAC to LTV ratio, and that's how you measure profitable scale, so not just short-term spikes. Gotta be really careful about that. And what winning brands are doing, right? So here's what the top Shopify brands that we work with are doing right now. So number 1, they forecast, they know what a profitable Meta account looks like, they build a consistent pipeline of creative every single week, they're tracking CAC to LTV ratio, not just ROAS, they map out spend, revenue, contribution margin before they scale, and they optimize a full funnel, not just the individual ad account, right? So they also have a fully built out retention system, email, SMS, loyalty programs, and yeah, they're not just spending more, they're spending smarter with systems. The algorithm isn't your enemy, but it's your best friend, right? So you need to meet it halfway, or they're going to chew up your budget and it's going to move on. It's thinking about the customer, it's not thinking about you, in my opinion. If your brand is ready to scale but you feel like you're missing the strategy, let's change that. We've helped brands grow from 30 grand months to 300 grand months using our structured planning, performance, forecasting, and a content engine that fuels Meta with what it wants. So go ahead and book a strategy call with myself if you're interested. I can fill you in on more of that. And yeah, if you want more real growth content like this, please do hit subscribe. No fluff, no recycle tips, just straight up strategy that works, baby. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.